station here. Little policeman, hey?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm Blackie Parrish. I'm here to see my probation officer.
Which one?
I think his name is Harris, something like that.
And who's this?
Oh, it's my little buddy Mikey. I thought it'd be okay if I brought him along if he stays in here. Is that all right?
Is he armed?
Me?
To the teeth. You better watch out for this one, Sarge.
Well, I'll try and remember. Well, you know where Harrison's office is.
Yeah.
Go on back.
Thanks.
Can I come too?
No, why don't you stay out here? Listen, I'm gonna go in there, and you don't give a hard time to the sergeant, all right?
I won't.
I know.
So the name's Mike, is it?
That's right.
How about we pick you up, Mike? Like this.
Wow, this is neat. Hey, aren't those handcuffs like they use in the movies?
Oh, these are the real thing, Mike. Why don't you, try them on? See? Like this. Let's get this one on. Whoop. There we go. Hey.
Wow, I'm handcuffed.
Think you can get out of them? Try.
They're stuck.
Well, let's get them unstuck, okay? Now, hold still now. Let me get this open. Oh, okay. There you go.
Wow, that was neat. Lil, I told the guys at school I was handcuffed.
Oh, so you go to school, huh? Well, what are you gonna be when you grow up, Mike?
Well, I was gonna be an astronaut, but I think I changed my mind.
Well, an astronaut's a pretty good thing to be.
Yeah, but I think I want to be something else.
Oh, what?
A cop!
Read about the new condos that are going to put up over on Hudson. They sound like they're going to be sensations.
Yeah, and I hear they're putting a swimming pool on the roof. Would you like coffee?
Oh, yeah, thank you. And tennis courts, would you believe?
No. I was thinking I might look into that. I mean, after my divorce, it might just be the perfect place to live. Your divorce?
From Alan, remember?
Oh, I guess I've been jumping to the wrong conclusions, but you and Alan seem to be getting on so well, I thought you'd given up the idea of a divorce.
No, just delayed it. Oh. But I have no intention of letting Susan Moore live in the lap of luxury at Alan's expense. Oh, no, we're going to get her settled very soon. I do mean settled, because I'd like to see her ridden out of town on a rail.
Well, I hope he appreciates your standing by him. Hmm?
Oh, well, why don't you ask him?
Hi.
Hello.
How are you? Monica, I've been looking all over the hospital for you. Sorry to intrude. I really need to talk to you.
Oh, that's a hint if ever I heard one. Excuse me.
I'm really sorry.
No, that's all right. As a matter of fact, I didn't want to talk to Joe.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you later.
Right.
Sit down, will you? What's that?
What?
Scotty called me.
Now what?
I don't know what. He wants me to come to his office for a meeting at 2:30.
I don't like it, Alan.
I don't like it. I don't like him. I mean, it's bad enough that I've got to go into court next week, for the hearing. But now he wants me for a meeting? What for?
I don't know. I mean, it's anybody's guess, but if Scotty's behind it, you can be certain that someone will get hurt.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to be extremely careful with him.
You're darn right you are. I'm going to make sure.
How? What?
I don't know. Something doesn't feel right. I mean, it's Scotty, right?
Yeah.
Now, it's not above him to just lay some sort of little trap. I'd certainly like to be around to trap the trapper.
How are you going to do that?
Never mind. Oh, before I forget, did you pick up any of my messages?
Pick up any of your messages? No.
Well, you know what happens, Alan. I have 2 Quartermains in the same hospital.
I didn't pick up any of your messages. Who are you expecting one from?
Basil Corso.
What does he want with you?
It's very puzzling. He's a strange man.
Well, I don't know. What's strange about him?
Well, this whole message thing is strange, for openers. I found him walking around ICU, and he said that he was waiting to meet me there, that he'd left a message.
Well, what's so strange about that?
Nobody in the hospital has gotten any message.
Come in.
Oh. Where's that blonde bimbo you hired out there, Scotty? She's not at her desk.
I gave her the afternoon off. Now, how is Susan doing?
Constantly drunk. If I were her lawyer and I was representing her in court next week, I'd be worried.
Well, I'm not worried. And do you want to know why I'm not worried? Because I have a solid case against Alan.
Yeah, and Alan's got your father representing him, and everyone knows he's the best lawyer in town.
Everybody except his son, who happens to think that he's second best.
Are you sure you're going to win the case, Scotty?
Look, add it up for yourself. You don't have to be an attorney to figure it out. You know, Alan's got himself way out there on the limb. He's so close to the edge that after today, he's going to be hanging on by his thumbs.
After today?
Yeah, well, I'll get to that in a minute. First of all, whether Susan is drunk or not, there are certain issues here that are just facts for the records. 1, he gave her the house. 2, he gave her the disco.
And don't forget about the presents.
That's right, all the presents, all the little trinkets, the jewelry. I've already had that appraised. But the clincher, he made a solid promise that he was going to divorce Monica and marry her.
But, Scotty, that's common knowledge.
And it's a solid foundation in her case against him. We're going to win, and we're going to win big.
Great. The more you take from Alan Quartermain, the better it is for me.
That's right, the better for all of us. Which, in about a couple of minutes, he's going to be walking through the door.
Alan.
That's right, Alan. He agreed to come at 2:30.
What for?
Because I'm going to stick it to him this time. Real good.
What are you going to do now, Scotty?
No, not what am I going to do. I'm not going to be here. You're going to be here.
What?
Just listen, okay? I think you'll understand. He's going to come in. You're going to be here. You're going to be alone together. You following along?
Oh, I follow what you're saying, only I don't know exactly what it is you expect me to do.
You know, you really surprised me. What do I got to do? I got to draw little pictures out for you?
Oh.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
What if, Alan isn't in the mood to be cooperative?
Because if you're as good as I know you can be, I'm sure you can get him to cooperate.
Make him glad he came.
That's it. Now you're getting it. You make him very, very glad that he came. I don't think you need any more instructions.
No, I think I get the picture.
Good. By the way.
What?
If, when you're waiting for him, you have any idea about rummaging through my desk, it's locked. So is the file cabinet.
Trusting soul, aren't you?
I don't trust you at all. But I do trust you to do a good job with Alan.
You know I will.
I know you will. Because I remember.
Well, you're a hard man to find, but I finally tracked you down here.
Right now, I'm just trying to recover.
From what?
A meeting I had with Ramsey and Mark Dante.
Dante's still prejudiced against Luke.
To tell you the truth, I think he's trying very hard not to be.
But it's starting to show around the edges,
Oh,
right?
definitely. Ramsey had some interesting data on the stab wound. We brought it to Dante, and he made 1 or 2 points, or I should say he had us make the points for him.
Well, how?
Well, he had us get up in the middle of the cafeteria and do a demonstration. Bottom line is, old boy, Luke could have stood right in front of Dan and put that knife in his back.
Yeah, well, I think I've got some good news.
I'd love to hear some.
I think I've located Luke and Holly.
What?
But don't ask me where. I can't tell you, simply because...
I know, because I'm an attorney, and I'm an officer of the court. An officer of the court has the obligation, if he knows the whereabouts of a fugitive, to turn him into the nearest authorities.
That's the reason I can't tell you.
Do me a favor, would you?
Sure.
If you see Luke, tell him that old Kelly says that he should turn himself in. I'll represent him, and I'll do my damnedest for him.
I think he knows that. But I'll pass along the thought anyway, if I see him.
You're gonna see him.
Look, I decided to send those reconstructed prints over to the CIA and Interpol.
What for, if the FBI photos didn't do us any good?
Yeah, you see, the FBI stuff only covers criminals or convicted criminals.
So you think that CIA and Interpol might have fingerprints?
Well, their files are a lot more extensive. They have records on people who aren't criminals. The point is that they liaise a lot more with intergovernmental bureaus like Census Bureau, Passport Office. Also, their records don't cover just one country.
Well, you're certainly right about one thing. It sounds like a long shot.
Yeah, well, at the moment, it could be our only shot. Listen, Whatever became of that lawyer, what's-his-face, the one who did the land deal for Holly's father?
Oliver Durbin.
That one.
Never practiced law in Manhattan.
Well, did you go to the Bar Association?
0 and 0 from all the other law associations that I contacted.
Okay, what about the the county office records?
Oh, he didn't die. At least he didn't die in New York.
Really? It's almost as if he was never born.
I was beginning to think that myself. What if there never was an Oliver Durbin?
Well, if that's the case, who did the deal for Holly's father's land?
This is what I want to find out, but following a different trail.
So tell me.
Find out more about Holly's father. Find out where he died, when, where his will was probated, where his grave is. I think these are some of the questions that have to be answered.
You look good, Blackie. Eating all right?
Eating, sir?
Yeah, you know, food. 3 meals a day. Now, a lot of kids like to stuff themselves with junk food, and that's no good.
Well, not this kid. I eat 3 square meals a day, period. I mean, I believe in that stuff.
Well, you do. I'm glad to hear it. Got lots of vitamins, do you?
Oh, plenty of vitamins, yeah.
Including vitamin M?
Especially vitamin M.
Blackie.
Sir?
There's no such thing as vitamin M. Now, why don't you just relax and try leveling with me, hmm?
Well, I thought you said vitamin B.
Oh, an understandable mistake. M sounds a lot like B.
Sir?
Forget it. So how's college?
Oh, college. Believe me, college is great, sir. I really like it, sir.
Look, let's drop the sir bit, huh? This isn't the Army, and I'm not a general, okay?
Yes, Mr. Harris.
Okay. So, you like college, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to get there every morning.
Having trouble with any of your courses?
Trouble? No, heck no. I mean, I study all day. As soon as I'm finished with my class, I skip over to the library, break out the books, study. I mean, when I have an assignment, I do it, sir.
It must be a great joy to your instructors.
Well, I guess I am.
And something of a novelty, too, I imagine.
A novelty, sir? What?
Forget it. So, how do you like living with the Webbers?
Oh, the Webbers, yeah. I'll really like that.
No problems there, huh?
Not a single problem.
Well, you've been living alone for a long time. I kind of thought maybe you might have a little difficulty adjusting to living with a family.
I mean, I never realized how much I miss living with a family. And if I can kind of speak frankly with you, sir.
Well, by all means.
I mean, when I think about being part of that family, I kind of get real choked up inside. I mean, it's really touching. It really is.
Remarkable.
Yeah, it really is. I enjoy it. Well, I guess that's it, huh? Is there anything else you want to know from me?
Well, frankly, quite a few things, but I'm afraid I already know your answers.
No, you can ask me anything. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you very much. That, after all, is why you report to me every week, Blackie.
Yeah.
Look, tell me something, will you?
Sure, I'll tell you anything. I mean, that is why I report to you every week.
Did you ever consider being an actor?
Me, sir?
You, sir.
Oh, I didn't give much thought to acting.
You really should.
Oh. Can I ask why, sir?
Because, Blackie, my boy, you are one hell of a performer. Okay, you can go. See you same time next week.
Yes, sir. See ya.
Come in. Hello, Dr. Gordon. What a surprise.
Heather, where's Scotty?
I don't know. Why?
Why? Because I had an appointment with him at 2:30. It's 2:33 now.
Oh, well, he must have gotten tied up somewhere. Traffic or court or something. Well, they got something to do while we're waiting, though.
Tell him I'll come back later.
But, Alan, you just got here. You don't want to leave so quickly. You don't mind if I call you Alan, do you? I didn't want to call you that at the hospital because, well, you know how people talk. But there's no one here but the two of us. You know, it could be hours before Scotty gets back here.
Heather,
Oh, really, Alan? Why don't you just relax?
Heather, why don't you do us both a favor and cut it out?
Come on, you're teasing me now.
No, you have that all wrong. It's you that's teasing me.
No, I'm not. I mean it. Why don't we go over on Scotty's nice big couch and get comfortable? What do you say?
I got a better idea. Why don't you go over there by yourself? Heather, give me a break, will you? We're locked in.
Some people are just plain thoughtful.
Oh, come on, will you?
Come on, Alan. You know you want it. You've always wanted me. I don't know why you're trying to resist so hard.
Heather.
Come on. Won't hurt, I promise.
Subtlety is not your strong suit, Heather. Ridiculous. Are you kidding?
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. A picture of Scotty Baldwin taking a picture. I'll have this blown up so you can have it framed.
What a good idea. Monica, thank goodness you're here.
Well, I thought I might come in handy.
Scotty, just what is going on?
Just shut up, Heather.
May I have a word of advice to the two of you? Why don't you go into the blackmail business full time? You would do just terrific. Let's get out of here.
Yes, why don't we? It's awfully stuffy.
Will you remind me to tell you what a delight you are?
Well, thank you, my dear.
All right. Look, you had your fun.
I think we're going to have a good laugh all afternoon.
Good. Both of you have a good laugh, but I just want to remind you something.
What's that?
I'll see you in court next week, and that's when I'm going to have my laugh. In fact, the whole town's going to have a big laugh.
On Ryan's Hope, for Maeve, a dance contest is the answer to a dream come true.
I can't believe it's happening.
While for Joe and Siobhan, lost love becomes a bitter contest. And on the edge of night,
I am being held here prisoner because I am a threat to you and your gang.
while the splendor of the pageant goes on, Jody reaches a point of no return in her deadly mission. Ryan's Hope, the edge of night. Weekdays.
Sunday at 7, 6 Central and Mountain. Visit a cemetery for the rich and famous and meet a woman who is buried in her own sports car on the premiere of Ripley's Believe It or Not. Then meet Matt Houston, Texas-style detective, in a special 2-hour premiere right after Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Jody is lost, and only Gavin can rescue her on the edge of night. Following FYI with Hal Linden, next on ABC.